I have the extreme pleasure to not only introduce you, in case you don't already know this incredibly fabulous, talented, brilliant, amazing goddess of music person, Lydia Clark, who we are so blessed to have as our music director. But I understand that the special music today is being offered by our very own Don Converse.
I'm your very
So
own.
I'm going to continue this introduction. So, you know, when Don first got here, he came after his wonderful wife, our own Reverend Duchess. And so didn't really get a chance to know him for a little bit. But when he got here, I could swear I've known him for many, many, many years. Because we became very fast friends. And one of the great things that happens for me as music director is that oftentimes I'm accompanying our guest musician. And when that happens, I get to have rehearsal time, which means I spend one-on-one time with these individuals, which is really pretty incredible because it gives me even that much more insight. And if you don't know, singing bears your soul. And so what happens is all the walls come down and all those barriers are removed, and I get to see the true person really quickly. Singing is a remarkable thing. And Don is a remarkable person. He's done so many things in his life, but one of the things that I know he loves most is acting and musicals. And the particular music that he's going to sing today, both these pieces are from a musical that he was in California before he got here. And I think it was right before you got here, wasn't it, Don, that he was in this musical called Big Fish. And these two songs, they're really tied into our theme today, which is Father's Day and that hero thing going on. Don Converse.
Our theme this month is stories, and both our songs from the musical Big Fish is the story of Edward Bloom. Edward is a traveling salesman well known for telling tall tales and wonderful stories. But the only person Edward cares to impress with his tales is his 8-year-old grandson, Will.
Okay, Will, I'm off on the road again, another adventure. So I came to say goodbye. You be good, okay?
Why can't you stay home like other grandpas?
Well, that's not me, Will. I've never been a man who lived an office life. I've never been a man behind a desk. I've always been a man who said that staying still is playing dead. The kind who's looking forward to the challenges ahead. People say that's irresponsible. People tell me staying home. But I'm not made for things like mowing lawns or apron strings. I'm my best when not at rest. So I fight the dragons and I storm the castles and I win a battle or two. Then comes the day that I am packing up and I am bringing all my stories home to you. All I can see is miles ahead with miles to go. All I can feel is wind and sun and sky. Stop for a coffee, make a friend, and pray the day will never end. 'Cause there's one more adventure waiting round another bend. where I fight the dragons and I storm the castles and I win a battle or two. And then this feeling comes like 50,000 drums all banging, bring my stories home to you. And I wonder as I wander down the road from door to door, exactly what you think of where I've been. Do you know I joined a circus, met a mermaid, fought a war? Do you know I think of you through thick and thin? Because even though I'm making deals and bringing people joy, I'm usually only thinking of my boy. Out there on the road, I pray you'll call on me one day and say, let's fight
the dragons, storm the castle, till we win what needs to be won.
And when I'm old and tired, you'll do the job required. You'll be there telling stories to your son. Then we fight the dragons and we storm the castles, and I'll do the best that I can, 'cause everybody knows just how that story goes, to turn each boy into a bigger man. So I'll fight the dragon till you can.
All right, and so now we go further into the story, and this is where Edward Bloom has returned from yet another journey. He enters grandson Will's room, and Will is sitting on the bed, and he's reading a book on Greek heroes.
Hi, Will. I'm back. You got here. Book of Greek heroes, huh? So they went to the Acropolis in the metropolis. They took their Acidopolis. It's all Greek to me. You know, Will, you don't need to read about heroes. You got two heroes right here.
Why is it in every story you tell Grandpa that you're the hero?
Well, because it's true. And you can be a hero too. What if I told you you could change the world with just one thought? What if I told you you could be a king? Anything you desire, boy, anything on a plate, it's all within your power to create. I know somewhere in the darkness there's a story meant for me, where I always know exactly what to say. I know somewhere some surprising ending waits for me to tell it my own way. Be the hero of your story if you can. Be the champion in the fight, not just a man. You don't need to depend on people putting paper next to pen. You're a hero of each story you pretend. And together you're the hero in the end. Hey, what if I said I met a giant wasting in a cave? What if I claimed I rose to be much braver than the brave? All my life of stories, son, and every one is true. So believe me as I'm telling you, to be the hero of the story while you may. Be the guy who gets the girl and saves the day. You don't need to be a Greek to know how to stay alive. You're a hero of each story you derive. And together you're the hero who'll survive. Every tale that you invent can be the life that you make real. And each character you meet becomes your friend. You don't need to be a novelist to make believe what's waiting round the bend. Be the hero every time that you are done. Why go promenade when you were born to run? If you understand this premise, you will never be alone. You can conquer every challenge. You can face each stepping stone. Be the hero of your story. Be the hero every time you get the chance. If the music stops, continue with the dance. You don't need a book of Greeks to teach you how to stay alive. Be attentive, be inventive, be the first one to arrive. With a story in your heart, you don't need any other choice. Be the hero fighting dragons, winning wars. You're the hero